Ahoy hoy folks, and welcome back to the In-Stock Takedown, where today we are taking a look at the ringside exclusive Blood and Guts Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch box set. Yeah, well, I know I said I wasn't going to buy any of the bloody wrestlers, but after getting Dr. Britt Baker, yeah, I kind of felt the need to get this one. So, yeah. Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega, celebrating the infamous Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match. It's got 17 pieces, 2 of which are Mox and Kenny themselves. It's got that lovely blood and guts presentation of the ring, and of course this time it's got the barbed wire wrapped around the ropes and the sparklers for smoke. I don't know why you'd want to celebrate that colossal failure, but there you go. That's what they've decided to do. The packaging looks very nice, as you can see in the box. They're pretty natty looking, but we shall get them out and have a good look. Swing round, we've got some of the extras on the side here, as per usual with these sets. They've got the nice side thing. This side, it's got more things. It's got the AEW Championship and more barbed wire. Unrivaled Collection 62. Which reminds me, these are produced by... Hang on, take me a moment. Because I know they're distributed by Jazzwares, but they're made by... I can't bloody remember. Who are they made by? Come on, tell me at the bottom. No, so you've got distributed by Jazzwares, but they're produced by someone else. Wicked Cool Toys, that's it. Yes, Wicked Cool Toys are the ones that actually design and manufacture the What's-Its, but they are produced and distributed by Jazzwares. So yeah, this is from the Revolution. This is the start of the match, because obviously they can't use anything from far too much in the match, just to give you an example of what's going on. Well, you know the rule by now if you've been on this channel before. We don't leave these figures in the box, we get them out. So I shall see you back here in a moment when we have the Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch out and ready to show you all. Okay, so this is everything. Obviously, got an additional thing at the back here, but ignore him. Well, kind of pay attention to my little homemade referee from the Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch, because, as always, Wicked Cool has this amazing little thing with all of these... they're boxes. They look incredible. This one including Bryce Remsburg in his little bomb suit. Sorry, that was really close to the microphone. Yeah, but Bryce's little bomb suit sitting at the back there. So that's cute. So yeah, that's my little pretend Bryce Remsburg with his little mask on. I made myself. But unfortunately, I was looking at this and thinking, this is going to be really cool, really, really cool. Then I saw the barbed wire and the ropes, and I saw Bryce, and it's like, it's a lovely design, but it's not as flexible as I'd like it to be, because if I just quickly show you the packaging that came with the Cody Rhodes exclusive TNT figure, this is gorgeous. This can actually be used as staging, and it looks halfway decent, whereas the Revolution one we got, it just looks hokey and a bit sort of So I appreciate the attention to detail, and it does make the whole package look incredible, but yeah, less reusability on that one, and I'm slightly disappointed, but hey ho, it's just packaging at the end of the day, and we're here for the quote unquote main event. So what do you think? What is the more important thing in this package? Is it all the little odds and ends, or is it the figures? And I'm going to lean towards it's going to be the figures, because, well, we'll get to the accessories later. So let's start off with Jon Moxley. And, that's a fairly decent Jon Moxley figure. Let's have a look at his bloodied face close-up. I do believe that's a unique sculpt of the head, with some fantastic paintwork on there, with the blood and everything. Screaming as intended to, is typical. You've got the paint splatters all down the arms, and the fact you've got the tape, the wrist tape, is all discoloured and gone from white to that horrible sweaty tan colour is quite good. The t-shirt is a little bit lacking. As you can probably see, it is literally just a transfer on a bit of fabric. Let's take it off. We'll get to Mox in a minute, have a look at him again. But yeah, it is literally just a transfer on a bit of fabric. It's nice fabric, decent transfer, Very shiny. Won't take much to scratch that off, though. The usual really fine hook and loop fastening, which is nice. It's a nice t-shirt, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly stellar quality. You know, you can see the shine there. Fabrics, matte, printed shine. Yeah, not the best in the world there. Let's get your protective wrapping off your torso there, sir. Get a close look at your bloodied belly. Because I do believe... Oh, look at that. Look at the state of his back. Yeah, see, that's what we're used to seeing with these Moxley matches, and he's just covered in blood. That's a nice looking design from a bloody standpoint. I mean, it looks kind of... From a distance, it looks great. Up close, you can kind of see all of the... Yeah, it's not exactly... I don't know, it looks very paint shop. I've painted this on. But from a distance, it looks fine. It looks... Yeah, that's a bloodied Mox, and it's not bad. I mean, the trousers, there's a little bit of grub on them, which I don't know if it's intentional. But yeah, they're plain... It's basically a typical Jon Moxley mould. It's very basic colours, which is what he was wearing at the time. Which is fair enough. I mean, let's grab a Jon Mox to compare from a previous series, and yeah, it's practically identical. Yeah, it is exactly identical. You can't really see too much on here, but there's definitely the pockets. It's exactly the same mould, exactly the same sculpt, different paint with a different head sculpt and some added wristbands because that was part of the gimmick. So, yeah, okay, fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's pretty good. High standards. Decent articulation. A little bit loose in that arm. But overall, it's a fairly standard generic Mox figure. Can't complain with it. It'll do. And the added bonus of it being the bloodied version because, well, the amount of times Mox has got bloodied is quite frequent. So, you know, if you want to relive GCW, this is a figure that's for you, for definite. Moving on, let's take a look at our man Kimi Omega. So yeah, his head sculpt's a little bit more interesting because he's got the matted blood on his hair, and it's actually not that much different to some of the other figures I've seen. I don't think I have. I mean, I think it is a unique hair sculpt. I mean, I don't want to pull it up too much because it's going to come right off, but yeah, you can sort of just about make out under his hair, the face. It's a unique head sculpt for definite. The paint works fine on it. I mean, it looks like he's got a black eye, which is great. And the blood in the hair is not bad. It's not terrible. It's not awful. Reminds me of Britt Baker. I think Britt had blood in her hair. Moving down, let's have a look at this awful printed t-shirt. It's so smeared and everything. I mean, I love the bloodstain. The bloodstain looks immaculate. It looks incredible. I absolutely adore it. But the printing on it's just like, ugh. Let's have a quick, you know, I'll tell you what, it's got an advantage over the Mox figure t-shirt because it's actually printed directly onto the fabric as opposed to being a print on a separate piece. It's actually on the fabric, which is nice, but it's so smeared and you can't make anything out, and it's just kind of off-putting a little bit, but it's not bad, I suppose. The actual Kimi figure is fine. Yeah, you've got the blood splatters coming down, typical torso. Got the nice blacks, the back splatter, very nice. Got the semi-unique jeans sculpt. I don't think I've seen the flared jeans before. Might be, actually looking at it, it might be brought over from maybe the Young Bucks. I'm not sure, I can't say that. They've got the knee pads, which actually I will show you where the knee pads come from in a minute. And yeah, fairly generic boots. So it looks, I mean, you know, as far as the Kenny Omega from the Revolution Barbed Wire Deathmatch, that's not bad. That's not terrible. So, yeah, let's take a quick comparison to this Kenny Omega. Yeah, they've got the similar style hair. He's got the slightly lighter, brighter hair, slightly more colourful. pretty much the same sculpt, but as you can see, they've got the exact same knee pads there. So that's where they got those knee pads from. That's for definite. But yeah, it's a pretty decent stand-up figure. Now, you may be wondering where the hell I got this t-shirt from. So this was from fwts.co.uk, I think it is. I will put the link in the description and, you know, as much as I can all over this thing. So as you can see, I spent a little bit of money, which I'll link. Actually, I'll put it on screen now. So, yeah. As you can see, the homemade one that I've paid extra for, it's hand cut and hand stitched. Which is, you know, it's fine. I bought it off someone doing their own thing with proper Velcro. It's really nasty and thick. Not like the nice soft one on here. But as you can see, the print on it is fucking immaculate. Yes, it is cut out. Yes, it is like transferred on. But still, by comparison, that's an amazing print. This is smeared and horrible and ugly. So I don't know which I prefer, because I like the bloodstains on this, but I'm sure I get the bloodstains on this as well. And I don't know. Either way, I mean, you know, if you're getting this for the t-shirts, I'm telling you, you can just get the t-shirts separately. But I don't know why you'd be getting this for just the t-shirts. But I don't know. Some of you are weird. I don't know. So overall, the figures themselves are absolutely fine. I mean, you know. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, Kenny comes with a selection of hands because, I don't know, Kenny likes to be handy around his mates in AEW. So yeah, you've got your finger pointer, you've got your hand slap, where he sets up for the V trigger, and then you've got slightly open-handed rather than the closed sort of grabbing hand. I don't know. Go on, it's tradition for me to do these, so I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to replace it. Replace his left hand. Because I hate doing these, and I will always do this to show you how much I hate swappable parts on these figures. So, oh god, here we go. Oh, okay, that came out a lot easier than I thought it would. That's not so bad. Right. And pop you in there. Oh, that was relatively easy today. Okay, I mean, I have to say hands are better than heads, but yeah, that's not too bad. And it's still got all the bloodied detailing on these spare hands as well. None for Mox. None for Mox, all for Kimi. Don't know why, but such is life. Right. This also comes with a fairly standard AEW World Heavyweight Championship, which of course was on the line at the time. Nothing unique here, nothing, you know, it's a standard AEW title belt in the scale. It's nice, it's fine. I've already got about 4 of these, so I'm not overly impressed myself, but it goes with the set, which is nice. And then we come to the other accessories, which I'm slightly less impressed with, because let's start with let's go with the baseball bat. It's covered in barbed wire, which has that. Well, let's just see it. So I purchased the AEW accessory pack, and yeah, it's exactly the same thing, which is fine. It's alright baseball bat, and the barbed wire's okay. It's just very uniform and less sort of something about it just doesn't sit right. So I've already got this and I'm still not 100% sold on it. But it's fine. If you haven't bought the accessory pack, that's okay. Then you've got the barbed wire chair, which in my set seems to have come a little bit bent. Because the barbed wire does come off. I know why it comes off, and I'll show you why in a minute, if you haven't already guessed, or you haven't already seen the previous videos. And my chair's kind of bent, which, that's just where it's been sat in the packaging. I think I did get a discount on it, because it did have damaged packaging, but not that I could see. No, I didn't get the damaged packaging one, I got a brand new one, which is fine, so yeah, no, it's just bent in the packaging, which is a shame. And then you've got a single strand of moulded barbed wire, flat on the inside, designed to fit specifically around the chair. Can I get it back on without having too much fuss? Yeah, that's not too bad. And it looks fine. It looks okay. My only gripe is that, yeah, I have already purchased the accessory pack with it in. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, is that backwards? No, it's not backwards. No, I thought it was backwards. It's just, this chair from the accessory pack feels better than this chair from this set. Don't ask me why. It just does. It's slightly stiffer plastic. Slightly stiffer plastic. Yeah, so, okay. I think I prefer the old one. Either way, it's nice. It's fine. It's a chair wrapped in barbed wire. It's part of the set. It's quite nice. Moving on to the final pieces, it's the tables covered in barbed wire, which is quite a nice looking thing, to be honest, but, yeah, I mean, okay, let's put it this way, they are literally 6 strands of the very nasty, very stiff, very hard barbed wire, which we have seen in the previous accessory pack with the little hooks on, and there's no modification to the table. It's a standard wicked cool table, which looks okay. They're not great. I still don't know why they're all black. I don't recall seeing that many black tables in AEW. I still remember seeing wooden, but yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. There's just no way of hooking this barbed wire on. It just literally is just this really nasty, hard, difficult to unravel. It's got all tangled up barbed wire in the thing, and it just hooks onto everything, and it just makes a fucking great big mess. And yeah, it's not bad. You do get 2 tables, and you do get 6 strands of barbed wire, which is quite nice. So you can cover the 2 tables completely in barbed wire. It's exactly the same thing we saw in accessory pack 1 with the, the barbed wire net, the mesh. It's like, yeah, it's the same strands of barbed wire. It's just with tables instead of the spider net web thing. It's fine. They're cool, but I don't know. As you may have seen in previous videos, I've seen better barbed wire, and the tables. I don't know. There's something I'm not quite keen on them. Let's be honest. Just hook on to the goddamn table. Just hook on. Stay there. I'm going to make a mess of it anyway, because it is tradition. It's a table. We got to make sure it breaks. It does! And barbed wire everywhere! That actually looks quite nasty. That looks quite natty, actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, sticking to them and everything. So, it's nice. You've got these barbed wire strands. You can take them off and make full use of them, which is quite nice, because quite regularly in these hardcore matches, Texas death matches, exploding barbed wire, you do see them take the barbed wire off and wrap it around various other instruments and implements. So, yeah, there is that. So, overall, what do I think about the Blood and Guts exploding barbed wire deathmatch set here? For the money that they're charging for it, it's fine. I'm not overly impressed with it. I mean, okay, let's break this down. What are we getting in this set? We're getting 2 figures. Unique head sculpts. Unique paint jobs. Couple of t-shirts, questionable quality. Spare hands, ignore spare hands. Some accessories, which you've got in previous sets, and you don't necessarily need to get, because, I mean, you can get tables elsewhere, and you get the barbed wire strands with the other sets. And the other set even came with, a quote-unquote plastic chain, which is a bit shite, but it did come with Kenny's broom for his cleaner gimmick, so there is that. There's nothing massively unique here that you can't get elsewhere. We've seen plenty of decent Mox figures. We've seen plenty of decent Kenny figures. It's just literally the alternate head sculpts and the blood, and I don't know. I was looking forward to this. It looked incredible. It looked amazing in the packaging, but now that I've got it all out, I'm kind of disappointed with it. I'm really not feeling it. It's very much meh. I like having the extra barbed wire. I like being able to have a complete setup of, just all kinds of crazy shenanigans. But there's nothing here that sells me on it. I mean, even for the T-shirt, yeah, it's cool, it's unique, but I got a better one, I think, from, you know, an independent seller. It's not. No, I can't recommend. I can't recommend the Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch set. It's not worth it. I mean, if you're one of those people that has, you know, the figures, all of them, entire collection, you're going to get it anyway. If you've got a thing for the unique bloodied variants, good on you, you know, fair enough. Then yeah, by all means, get it. It's a decent enough set, but I don't know. It's not for the kids, really. Ideally, I mean, fair enough. It's well, I've got no problem with my kids seeing and playing with bloodied figures. It's not the end of the world. It's the fact of life, and if that's what they're into, then fair enough. As a collector, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not likely to use the bloodied figures. I will use the barbed wire and the tables, but again, like, I could have got that anywhere else. Yeah, so it's not for me. Definitely not for me, and I wouldn't recommend it for any casual collectors. Let's call it at that. But yeah, I've been Tim as TSET. This has been the Blood and Guts Barbed Wire Deathmatch set, and this has been the in-stock takedown. So until next time we step back between the ropes, ta-ta for now.